Sussex Tech gets off to a good start in this one against Newark Collegiate. Watch Dan Struble take the kickoff at the 19. He brings it all the way back to the Collegiate 38, and the Mustangs are set up. And on 4th and goal, it's Shaheem Atlin taking it in from a yard out, untouched, and the Mustangs have a 7-0 lead with 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. All right, Collegiate comes right back with an answer. Watch Nasir Moody score from 2 yards out, but they can't convert the PAT, and Tech has a 7-6 lead after 1 quarter of play here at Sussex Tech. Then Sussex Tech goes on an 89-yard drive. Watch Frank Hoffman bull his way forward up the middle for a first down to the Collegiate 28. And then it's the big guy again, Shaheem Atlin, on the counter as he bounces it to the outside for the 34-yard touchdown, and Sussex Tech goes up 14-6 midway through the second quarter. But once again, it's talented Collegiate quarterback Daquan Brown. He takes it himself, and he makes a little move at the end for the 38-yard touchdown, and after another missed 2-point try, Collegiate trails 14-12. The scoring was fast and furious in this one. On the first play after the Collegiate touchdown, watch Frank Hoffman go up the middle and outrun everyone to the end zone for a 60-yard touchdown. And after the 2-point conversion, Sussex Tech has a 22-12 lead with 5:11 to go here in the first half. But Collegiate comes right back with the aid of a couple of Tech penalties, and the Panthers score here on the keeper by Daquan Brown, and Sussex Tech has a 22-20 lead at the half. What a game. Third quarter we go, and Collegiate takes its first lead of the game here on this 8-yard keeper by Brown, and it's 26-22 Panthers 3 minutes into the second half. Sussex Tech would fumble at the Collegiate 14, and on the first play, watch Collegiate quarterback Daquan Brown hit Rodney McBride in stride for the 86-yard touchdown, and all of a sudden the Panthers are up by 12, 34-22. The Mustangs would fumble again, but get the ball back on a short punt, and on the first play, it's Shaheem Atlin again as he picks up the block from Hoffman, and he scores from 26 yards out, but Tech trails 34-29 after 3 quarters. Fourth quarter we go. Watch Atlin dragging all sorts of tacklers here for the 24-yard gain and a first down to the Collegiate 14. He is just a workhorse, folks. Okay, huge play here. 4th and 9 from the 11. Watch quarterback Kodiak Sturgis roll out. He throws the reverse screen to Frank Hoffman, and he takes it in from 11 yards out, and Sussex Tech has a 35-34 lead. Wow. All right, you know Collegiate would have an answer, and the Panthers do on this terrific 37-yard touchdown run by Raquan Statham, and Collegiate retakes the lead 40-35 with 5:40 left in the game. All right, on the ensuing kickoff, we saw Dan Struble earlier with a great return. Well, this one's even better. As he takes the kick, he breaks up the sideline, and he dives for the pylon as he takes it to the house from 75 yards out for the touchdown. And after the 2-point conversion, Sussex Tech has a 43-40 lead with 5:27 left in the game. Oh, my goodness. Collegiate will get the ball back after a Mustang fumble, and on 4th and 1 from the Mustang 34, it's Kevin Utter with the pass breakup for the Mustangs as Sussex Tech would post a wild 43-40 victory to snap its 3-game losing streak and improve to 3-4.
We came out flat, I didn't think that we were executing good, but then after halftime, we all came out and we worked together as a team. We made some mistakes, but at the end, we won.
We came out, we played sloppy first half, a lot of turnovers, but one thing we did, we never gave up. We had, like I said, a lot of turnovers that killed us, but, defense, we hung in there. We stopped them when we needed to, and we had some great runs on offense.
It's a big victory because we were sitting on 3-game losing streak. Just bring our morale up, give us a chance to go farther and get more wins.
Coming off of last week, losing a heartbreaker to Academy New Church, who was undefeated, and we were right there, and we gave it to them. I wasn't sure how we'd respond, but I knew this was a good team. I think they saw them on film. They knew they were athletic and could run around a little bit, and it's a W. We played awful, and we got a W, and we scored 43 points and gave up 40, and it's a W, and that's all we care about right now.
What a ball game today. Both teams going up and down the field. Sussex Tech had a tough time stopping this Newark Collegiate offense, but when they needed a 4th down stop late in the game, Kevin Utter came up with a big play, and Sussex Tech ran out the clock.
You look at that defense, and we got freshmen and sophomores out there starting varsity football games right now, and you forget Kevin's just a sophomore. I try to remember back when I was a sophomore, and if I got thrown in the game, I don't know what would have happened, man, but I certainly wouldn't have been ready. I know that, but these kids are stepping up, and we're not where we wanted to be at the beginning of the year right now, but to see that fight, seeing our younger guys stepping up and playing is great.
The Mustangs were down by 2 touchdowns in the middle of the third quarter, but they found a way to come back and win. That's something that might not have happened a couple years ago. It just shows how far this program has come.
I think that we have a lot of heart, and we just strive and want to get the win at the end of the day.
Sussex Tech retook the lead 35-34 in a beautiful reverse screen pass to Frank Hoffman, who had 2 touchdowns today.
We have our rollouts, our sprint outs, and then most of the time, like all the linemen go over there. So in practice, we put it in this week, and I just go out behind after I fake blocking, and then Kodiak passes it to me, and I follow Babcock and Chase.
Collegiate had retaken the lead in this seesaw battle on the ensuing kickoff. Dan Struble takes it to the house from 75 yards as he just gets to the pylon. Sussex Tech gets a 2-point conversion. They go up 43-40.
I was upset that that they scored. I just put everything I had into it, and about the 20-yard line, I saw him behind me, and I kind of lost steam, but I was able to push through, and I got to the pylon.
Sussex Tech came into this game on a 3-game losing streak after playing some undefeated teams in Middlesex and the Academy of New Church. Now they're back in the winning ways, and they have a few more games left, and mathematically still in the hunt for states, but they're just happy to get a win.
It feels great. I don't like being down, but we came out here and going back to 3-4.
We knew we needed to win. We played well, especially last week against undefeated team. Middlesex also was undefeated at the time. We played really tough teams, and we knew this is a team we could play with, and we knew we needed to get the win today.
What can you say about Shaheem Outland? He puts the Mustangs on his big shoulders. 4 touchdowns today, well over 100 yards rushing. He does it all.
I just run hard every play, think about my teammates, everyone around me that I just want to impress and just get the win.